So, what was our last class? What we learned? We learned about number one, how to create the master repository. Number two, how to create the work repository. That's it. Only 2 points we learned. One is master repository, how to create it. Second is work repository, how to create it. As part of that one, you learned master repository is nothing but a set of tables. How many set it is? 64 tables. 64 tables together is called as master repository. Inside that one, I have the tables which are supporting information of version controlling, information of security, information of topology. These three things are storing in master repository. And work repositories is a member of master repository, and several work repositories you can create it. One work repository we created. Inside that work repository, we have the designer information and we have the operator information. These are the two informations what available. And we learned how to create master repository and work repository using method. The method is what? Manual method. Using the method is manual method. Right. If you want to create using RCU method, how I can do that? That's what next our activity, right? If you go and see this, what we did it. Creating okay, hands-on one, creating master and work repository. What is the hands-on two today? Same creating master and work repository only, but not using manual method. It is using RCU. RCU stands for Repository Creation Utility. RCU stands for Repository Creation Utility. It is a one software. Let us go and try to search for that one. I am going for Google. Then I am trying to say as ODI or RCU. ODI 11G, then RCU. Okay. Then you can see shortly we are seeing Oracle Data Integrator downloads. In this Oracle Data Integrator downloads, we are going to see RCU setup file. RCU setup file. It's opening up. So it is opening the network that is called as technology network. It is opening. Then if you see here, bottom of this one, we have one thing that is known as repository creation utility. And the version corresponding to what? 11.1.1.7.0. What version we are learning? 11.1.1.7.0 only we are learning. We are learning 11.1.7.0 only we are learning it. So this is what the version what we are learning. Right. Now for this we need to download here this RCU whatever available we have to download. If I run that RCU setup file, if you see this version number properly, help about, and what is the version number it is? 11.1.1.7.0. Always whenever we are downloading the RCU, we have to see what is the version number of the software you installed and what is the RCU version you are expecting. Same version it has to match. You trying to install RCU 11.1.1.6.0 using the ODI Studio means it won't work. The version number of the software and the version number of the RCU both should be matching. Okay, like that you have to take care. Okay, in my case here, what is the version number? 11.1.7.0. What is my software version number? 11.1.7.0. Both are matching, so I can move forward. Now, that software only I downloaded in the previous batches and it is available in the D drive with the name of ODI RCU 11.1.1.7. If I go inside this one, we are seeing what? RCU. If you go inside this one, we are seeing here bin folder. If you go inside this one, we are seeing here RCU. We are seeing here RCU. We are seeing. And always you need to make sure there is no space. There is no space in the path. If there is a space in the path, if you double click on this RCU, it won't open the batch file. Now as I don't have any spaces, now go for right click and try to open. It is going to open. The publisher could not be verified. No problem. Click on run. Then shortly we are going to get one more window. Shortly we are going to get one more window. It's saying as some issue. What is the issue? Sorry. It is saying as some issue. What is the issue? For proper functioning of RCU, it is recommended to use a display resolution greater than 800 by 600. Okay, my resolution is something differently. It is available. It seems to be no issues. We can go with this warning also. Don't worry. This warning you may get, you may not get also if you are using your own laptops. Okay, it is a resolution, right? You may get or you may not get it. Now, let us say if I am trying to click on here, continue, then we are getting one window. That window is known as what? Repository creation utility welcome window. Welcome to repository creation utility for Oracle Fusion middleware. Means whatever software you are using here, is it the software is dedicated software for ODI or it is a software of the Fusion middleware? Software of the Fusion middleware. That means if you have, let us say, SUA related things also we are going to install using this one. If you have, let us say, OBAWE, that also we are going to install using this one. If you have, let us say, ODI, that also we are going to install that one. So it is a common software for different softwares which are available in the Oracle Fusion middleware. Anyhow, now I want to click on here next. Before that, see this one, the repository creation utility enables you to create and drop component schemas. That means nothing but a set of tables. Schema is nothing but what? A set of tables. Now I want to click on here next. Let us go and try to click on next. It is asking you to create and load component schemas into a database. Okay, we selected the create. Suppose something mistake happened first time whenever we are doing. We can go and we can drop it and we can recreate it. One time we can drop that one, second time we can create that one. Now I am trying to click on here next. Then you can notice here database type is equal to what? Oracle database, and host name is equal to what? Localhost. Host name is equal to localhost, and we have to write here port number is equal to what? 1521. Service name is equal to what? ORCL. User name is what? User with DBA or sysdba privileges. Examples is yesterday also we gave what? When we were creating the master repository, we gave the administrator user only or not? Yes, to create the repositories, we need admin privilege user you require. Here I am providing here, let us say sys I am providing. Automatically it is detected this as what? SysDBA. For example, if I am providing here Scott, then it is detected as what? Normal. So the way you are providing the user, automatically system is going to detect what type of user it is. Then I am going for RR capital, ITEC small 123. That is standard password what we give for the database. Now click on the next here. If you click on the next, then you're going to get one window. We completed second step. Third step it is going on. Initializing repository configuration metadata. Obtain properties of the specified database. Check requirements for specified database. Execute free create operation. These all things are checking if database is proper or not. If database is proper or not. If I click on OK, then shortly we are going to get one window. This is what the window what we got. A prefix groups the components associated with one deployment. What is the batch number I provided for you? B224 I provided. Provide the same batch number here, B224. Provide the same batch number here, what? B224. And there we are seeing what is a component and what is a schema owner. Tell me what you want to install here. You want to install Oracle Data Integrator things, then select the Oracle Data Integrator master and work repository. If you want to install, let us say, Oracle Business Intelligence, then select here Business Intelligence platform. If you want to install, let us say, Oracle Social Network some related, then we can go for this one. If you want to install something else, then we need to go for the something else. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is RCU is not the dedicated software for the ODI. It is a common software to create the repositories related to the different softwares. It may be OBI, it may be ODI, it may be SUVA, or it may be anything else. Now I am going time being with Oracle. So master and work repositories I selected. Master and work repositories. We selected the components. Right, with this we completed third step. Click on what? Next. Then what it is doing here? If I click on next, it is going to validate. It is going to validate the schema is available or not. It is going to validate, and also table spaces it is going to validate it. Shortly we are going to see one window. Master and work repository what? Checking the component free request. That means table spaces, all things is going to check it out. Then username passwords for all schemas. What schema it is going to create? B224 ODI repo. Remember, username, schema name, owner name, all are synonyms. If I create one user, automatically with the same name, schema name is going to create it. I mean, these all are synonyms. Username, schema name, owner name, whatever you call, all are one and same. Now, our standard password is, we are giving RRITEC123. RRITEC123, that's what the standard password what we used to provide. Then click on what? Next. Now this is the main window. You tell me now, we are trying to create master and work repository. What is the master repository ID? Yesterday what you gave master repository ID? 1. By default system taken that one. 1. Here by default what is going on? 001 it is going. If you want to override that one, if you want to provide something else, you can type here. If you are happy with the 001, then ignore that property and move on to the second one. The second one is what? Supervisor password. Yesterday one supervisor ID automatically creating or not? Okay. First step is we provided the database information yesterday. Second step what we did? User creation. Third step is what? This password storage. These are 3 steps we did yesterday. Now we want to provide here supervisor password. We are going to provide supervisor in the capital letter I am providing. Supervisor in the capital letters I am providing. All are capital letters. Then this supervisor also I am providing as capital letter. Confirm password. How many types of work repositories are available? How many types of work repositories? 2 types. What are those? Exactly. Development work repository and execution work repository. That's what we have here. Development means D we have to provide. Execution means E we have to provide. What is the by default if you are not providing anything? Development is the by default. If you provide anything, it is okay. If you are not providing, then automatically it is going to take what? Development. Then work repository ID is what? What is the ID? 001. And work repository name is what? What is that? Work rep. And work repository password and confirm work repository password. Right. Let us say, let me give first work repository name. I am giving your batch number. What is the batch number? BT24. We are trying to create development work repository or not. So I am giving here, for which box it is? Development box or testing box? 3 enrollments will be the development enrollment, testing enrollment and production enrollment. Development enrollment and testing enrollment will use development work repositories. Production enrollment will use execution work repository. So in that context, we are providing batch number followed by which box it is, development or testing, followed by this one, development work repository, right? So development work repository. Password. Yes, I am providing the standard password RR capital, I take small, 123, RR capital, I take small, 123. Whatever you want, you can give it, but you have to remember those all things. That is the reason wherever passwords I am providing, mostly I will provide the RR capital, I take small, 123. Click on what? Next. If you gave everything correctly, password not match for custom variable supervisor password. I think I didn't give it here properly. Yeah. Supervisor. Okay. Maybe some caps lock something problem. Now what it is doing here? Choose table space for the selected components. The default and temporary table space are specified in the table below. So it is going to show here. If you want to change it, you can change it. Otherwise, click on next. You're expert in the table space management, you can go and you can manage the table space also. How much you want to allocate for this one, you can allocate it. If you go to the manage table space, here these all are different table spaces whatever available. What is the size by default is going on 100. The file name also it is available here. If you, okay, anyhow we need not go for that much of depth at this point of time. That will be taken care by DBA, database administrator. Click on next. Then we completed any table space that do not already exist in the selected schemas will be created. Click on OK. Then it's trying to check the table space requirements for selected components. Create table space in the repository database. OK. Then we are going to get one more window. We completed 6 of 8. Another two steps to do. Another 2 steps to do. So it's going for next. Yes, 7 of 8. So database details are localhost 1521 ORCL database connected as a sys user. That is administrator user. Operation is what? Create. So it's trying to create here one schema. This is the schema it's creating. If I click on create, then it's trying to start the creating. Tell me now, if I go for SQL Plus, what is the username we given? B224 dev. You see here, if you forgot also, nothing to worry. What it is creating here. See here, what is that? B22R ODI Rebo schema user owner, all are synonyms. So what you need to provide? B224 ODI Repo. What is the password? RR123 database name ORCL. Select count star from TAB. What we are seeing here? 64 tables we are seeing it. 64 tables we are seeing it. That means, is it master repository only created or work repository also created? Only master repository created as of now. Work repository is in progress. Still it is creating here. Master and work repository creation. Master repository completed. That's what we are seeing. What? 64 tables. Once work repository also completed, then what you are going to see? 183 tables are going to see it. Why? Because work repositories consist of 119 tables. 119 plus 64 is 183 tables are going to see it. Okay, let us say if I go and try to execute here, still 64 only, still process is going on. Once this process is completed, it will done. Let us walk through it, your notes also. Right. Hands on to creating master and work repository RCU. Right click on my computer, properties, advanced environment variables, click on new. Then provide the name and path as shown here. This is one correction. Correction in the sense, one configuration. Whatever we have here, RCU, if it is not running, okay, then we need to do this activity. Environment variable, you have to set it. Environment variable, you have to set it. It's saying, let's say Java is not there, Java is not there, like that error. Then we have to set this variable. Then if you run this one, rcu.bat, run it. Then what we got here? Create and drop, we got it. Then we provide this all information, right? It's a Oracle database, host name, port number, service name, username, passwords we provided, sysdbe. Then what we selected? Oracle Data Integrator, master and work repository we selected. Then click on next, click on OK. Then it is asking here, provide password and confirm password as RR123, click on next. Then provide the master and work repositories passwords. Then we click on the next, click on the OK, create, finish, completed. Any pain is there here? Very easy, right? Very easy. Yeah. Master and work repository names are different. Both are available in the same schema. If now, see, strictly speaking, there is no name for the master repository. There is no name for the master repository. We gave name only for the work repository. Master repository corresponding, there is no name. Master repository, work repository, both are sitting inside the single schema. Inside the single schema. The schema name is B224 ODI repo. That is the schema name.
If you see now it's completed, right? If you go back and observe here, how many tables are available? 183. 64 is corresponding to master repository. 119 is corresponding to work repository, together sitting here. That is the reason total we got what? 183 tables we got it. Both can be in different schemas, both can be in the same schema also. As a recommended process, both should be in the same schema. Why it is recommending is tomorrow you develop the things in the development environment. You want to move your work from development to testing. Instead of migrating multiple schemas, one schema means I can manage very easily. That's what, see, RCU I didn't create it. RCU I didn't create it. The software did I create it? No. RCU created by Oracle guy. Oracle guy, did he provided any provision, master repository in one schema, work repository in another schema, like that? Any provision they provided here? No. Both are sitting where? In single schema. That means Oracle guy himself is recommending what? Single schema is recommending. That's what we understand. That's what we are understanding. Okay, that is clear now. We completed here the process. It's showing us what? Success. And on the process, any point of time it's failed. Then we have the log file is available, right? You have to go to the log file and we have to see what is the root cause of the failure. What is the root cause of the failure? Sometimes permission issue, sometimes table space is not available. XYZ reason maybe. We have to see the reason. According to that one, we have to debug it. Time being, I am saying as what? Close. That's it. That's what we did here. Close it. Create, then finish it. Next one is available. That is known as configuring RRA-Tech database. Before going for the configuring RRA-Tech database, can I go and can I connect using your master repository, whatever you created? How to create it? How to connect it? Go to the ODI menu. Connect. Tell me now, you want to create new login or not? New login I am creating. Tell me what is your login name you would like to provide? B224. This one you created using RCU, right? For our identification purpose only it is. That's the reason I am providing what? RCU work it is. It is a RCU work. Any name you can provide over there. Tell me Oracle Data Integrator connection information. What user it is created Oracle Data Integrator? Supervisor. ODI, one user is created by default. What is the user ID? Supervisor. Same supervisor I am providing here. What is the password? Supervisor. And database connection corresponding to what? Master repository. Database connection corresponding to master repository. Right. What is the where is the master repository storing? Where is stored? What is schema name? B224 ODI underscore repo. Password is what? RR capital, ITC small 123. What is the driver list? The driver list is available here. Oracle. Then URL is browse it. Okay. Now we are seeing here host as, let us say, localhost. Then we have to go for next one. Port number as 1521. SID as what? ORCL. SID as ORCL. Now, work master repository, it is a work repository. What do you want to go? Both are available now. Master repository you created, work repository also you created. That's what we got the 183 tables. Which one you want to connect now? Anything you can connect it. I want to connect work repository. Let us say I am selecting work repository. Then browse it. What was your work repository name? You gave B224 underscore development box underscore DWR. Development work repository. That should be available here. Now I clicked on the search. Then we are going to see shortly what is this? B224 dev DWR. Select it, then click on OK. Then click on OK. Now click on OK. Now you can see here ODI is creating connection, building what? Designer. Already people are aware of it. Security, those all things. Now we can see designer. operator, topology, and security. It is connected using what? Supervisor is a user, and it is using connected with using what? Work repository it is created. Done. You can see it. ODA, if you go for ODA, repository connection information, if you go and see, there we are going to see your work repository name. What work? Yes, schema name is different, work repository name is different. Your schema name is what? See here. BT24 underscore ODA underscore repo is your schema name. Work repository name is what? BT24 underscore dev underscore DWR is our work repository. Of course, you can create the work repository the same name of the schema name, but normally we won't do it. A schema can have a number of work repository, but as a recommended process, one work repository, one master repository keep over there. One work repository and one master repository only keep over there. Can we create more than one master repository also? Answer is no, and we won't create also. If you see our architecture diagram, I said clearly what I said. Always master repository is one, work repository will be n number. Okay, for one installation, one master repository only. But work repositories may be n in the number. Now, let us move on to the next one that is called as configuring RRTech database. Configuring RRTech database. Right, before starting this one, any questions from your side? We did the creating master and work repository using RCU. Any questions? Internally flagging will be there. Two work repositories are available in the same schema. Internally, it is going to identify two work repository tables names differently. One work repository. Which structure? We can, if you want to see work repository name, here we have to go. Repositories, work repositories, we have the work repository name. But master repository, there is no name for master repository. Work repository only has the one thing, and if you want several work repositories, you can create it. If you want several work repositories, you can create it. Now, let us move on to the next one. Now, tell me, before going for next one, which one you like it? Manual method. Yesterday we did the manual method. Today same job we did using RCU method. Which one you like it? Why you liking RCU? Manual is the best method, right? We have entire freedom, and we know what is happening in and out. If you do the manual, and anyhow, this is not the regular process. If it is a regular process, yes, I too will say RCU is the best, because you can keep mind somewhere and you can do this work. Yes or no? Manual means we have to put our mind here, then we have to work, right? It is a regular process means yes, I too will suggest the RCU only. But we are going to do master and work repository when only once at the time of setup. At the time of setup only we are going to do it. Once installation is completed, you have to start our work, then we are doing it. Now, configuring source tables. Reality, if you go and see, let us say you installed a database, a application. You installed a application known as, let us say, EBS, E-Business Suite, which has so many modules like SCM, then finance, okay, then let us say HRMS, then let us say n number of things are available. These all corresponding tables backend stored or not? If I go to one screen, I am typing on one screen and click on the submit. Backend, what is happening? The screen corresponding table, one thing is available. In that table, this information is going to be stored. Now let's go for, let's say, one more application called as what? Sibyl. Sibyl also same story or not? Let us go for one more thing. Let us say PeopleSoft. PeopleSoft. They're also same story or not? Let us say if you go for one more thing that's called as JD Edwards. Same job or not? Or if you go for the SAP, or if you go for the something else, let us say right now. These all are what? Famous CRMs and ERPs which are available in the market. If I install these applications, then automatically backend that related tables are created. Those tables only we are seeing as OLTP tables. Those tables only we are seeing as OLTP tables. The resultant database, whatever available, the resultant database we are saying as OLTP database. OLTP database. Now, in my case, I don't have the OLTP database. I am trying to create my own. I am trying to create it. I given here some set of tables I given as part of this OLTP setup. If you go to your lab copy, there ODI, there I given lab data. There you can see here two files are there. One is called as source.sql, second is called as target.sql. Source.sql is equal to, I am going to treat this as a OLTP. What is this? I am going to treat this as a OLTP related tables. I am going to treat this as a data warehouse related tables. What is there inside the source.sql? If you click on edit here, there I created a table name as customer with some columns we created. Followed by that one, we have here some data is available. Some data is available. Next is what? Employee, and followed by that one, we have the some data is available. Vendor, followed by that one, some data is available. Next, product, followed by that one, some data is available. Like that, it's keep on going on. It's keep on going on. Invoice, like that. These all things are what? Your source tables, OLTP tables, OLTP tables. Okay, now I want to create this one inside one schema. Similarly, target.sql, edit. There we have the number of tables I created. But do you have the data here or only structures I created? Only data will come how? If I run the ODI. If I run the ODI, then source to target, the data is going to move it. Like that, I am going to create the interfaces or mappings, whatever you can call it as. Whatever you can call it as. Now, how to create the source and target things, how I can create it. Let us say I am trying to exit. I am going to the SQL Plus. I want to create the source and target schemas by following the document whatever available. Yeah, tell me. See, previously whatever we created, the repository tables are corresponding to ODI system tables. You tell me in the database tab, one table is available or not? What is that? Database system table. Your master repository, work repository is also what? ODI system tables. Now, whatever I am showing here, source and target data skills are what? Our business data. Our business data. Not the system tables. It's a business data. One new customer joined to my organization. Then I'll enter in the customer table. That is a business data. Okay. Now I want to store here source.sql I want to store into one schema. Yes, our project tables. That's correct. Our project tables. Now I want to create a user. How to create the user? Yeah, let me give control to someone. They can do it. Yes, Mahesh, I am giving control to you. I gave the control. I want you to create the user. Let us go and try to create the user. Yes. First, connect as a admin always. CYNN connect. Yes, Mahesh. CYNN connect. Mahesh. CYNN connect. CONN. It's not typing. You have the access. You have the access. One more time also I given here. Just try it now. Yes, try it. Yes, now you are able to do it. So connect slash as DBA slash connect space is required. Connect after one space, then slash, then one space, then as, then one space, then sysdba. Right, enter. Then I want to create a user. You can see the steps in the bottom also available. Create user. What is our batch number? BT24, right? BT24 SDBU. Create user BT24 SDBU. And we are Informatica students or ODA students? ODA students. That's the reason I want to give SDBU WO. SDBU WO. Identified by RR Tech 123. Identified by RR capital ITech small 123. Enter. Then next what? Grant the DBA. Grant DBA TO2 PT24 then SDBU WO. SDBU WO. Right. Now I want to connect to this user. CON and connect. B224 SDBU WO. Then slash yeah, like that also you can do it, no problem. ORCL, enter. Then RR capital ITEC small 123. Type it. It won't be display for you. Yes, connected. Now, do we have any tables here? Select count star from tab. Select count star from tab. Select no. Count star is in the brackets. You have to write it. Count. After open the bracket and close the bracket. Count star from tab. Careful. Right. Next. Yeah, from tab. Again careful. There is no space between bracket and this one. Yes, now enter. Enter. At the end semicolon is required, then enter. At the end semicolon is required, enter. Right. Now what is seeing the count? 0. Count is what? 0. Count is 0. Now I want to create what? The source file corresponding all the tables I want to create it. What is the process to execute a SQL file? What is the process to execute a SQL file? Type simply @ then whatever path is available here, that path I have to type it. You can type it or you can simply hold this one and try to drag and drop here. I think we dragged and dropped wrong one. What is the file I have to drag and drop? Source.sql. You have to drag and drop it. Okay. Then semicolon, enter. Now you can see one by one row it is creating or not. One by one row it is creating. So now all the rows are created. You see here how many tables are available here? 10 tables. These 10 tables are called as what in my perspective? Source tables or OLTP tables in my prospectus. Okay. BT24 ODI repo is called as what? It is a master and work repository system table schema. ODI objects are going to store where? In the BT24 ODI repo. Okay. Right. Next, similar to this one, I want to create target database also I want to create. How to create the target database? Once you create the source database, then in the keyboard up arrow mark is available. You can use the keyboard up arrow mark like this. Then I want to create what user? B224 TDBUO, right? Just remove the S and type the T. Just remove the S and type the T. Remove the S and type the T. T. Enter. Then what you did? One user you are trying to create it. Enter. Need not be your cursor at the end. Press enter. Now user is created or not? Now I want to provide DBA permissions to this user also. Grant the DBA. Grant DBA to which user? TDBUO. Okay, question is, do you have any reason why you are creating target tables in separate schema? Strictly speaking, you have to create in separate database. Strictly speaking, you have to create in separate database. Separate database. Why? Because OLTP is what? One separate database. OLEPR database is what? One separate database. The way backend parameters, the configuration parameters are available for OLTP and OLEP is entirely different. But in my training room, as I am not able to create the two different databases, that too I am teaching so many batches. For each batch, I need to create a different database. Means it is not practically possible. That is the reason I am trying to make two separate schemas at least. Okay. As you people are aware of it, in the beginning class I shown Oracle installation. Oracle installation. One of the screen is talking about what? You want Oracle database for transaction purpose or data warehouse purpose. So at the time of installation only we are differentiating what way you want to create the database. For the purpose of the transaction, then it is OLTP. For the purpose of analysis, then it is data warehouse. Like that you have to select the radio button at the time of installation of the Oracle database. Okay, right. Now what we are trying to do? We are trying to connect to this user. Yes, connected. I want to execute target.sql, all the things I want to execute here. How I can execute here? @ symbol, @ then drag and drop target.sql over there. So in the lab data folder, we have here target.sql. This target.sql, slowly I am trying to drag and drop here, drag and drop, enter. Then we are seeing here tables are created or not? Yes. So many tables are created and altered. Right? If I go and see here, nearly some 22 tables are available here. Excellent. Now source schema is ready, target schema is ready. Just we'll try to recall what we did. Normally I will maintain the data in the D drive in the current batches. I used to maintain, like, what is your batch number? B224. It is a ODA batch or what batch? At what time batch it is? 7 p.m. batch. 7 p.m. batch. Now B2 7 p.m. batch. You tell me your details. Master and work repositories. What is the master and work repository schema? Where is stored? What is your master and work repository schema? Manual means B224 MRWR. Through RCU means what is the name? B224 ODA repo. B224 ODA repo. What do you want to say it here? Whatever you want, you can take it. Manual will take, or down the line we'll take the RC one. Manual will take, okay. Then we go for what? B224 MRWR. This is our manual one. Password, this one. Database name is this one. Source OLTP database details. What is your source database? B224 HDBUO. Correct or not? HDBU wow. And password is this one, database name is one. Target or OLAP database is what is that one? B 224 TDBU wow. And password is this one and database name is this one. Right? Now with this we understand this is what the information what you maintain as of now, what you created as of now. Next point is what? Let us go for the next point. The next point is what? Configuring source database completed, target database completed. Then we are moving on to next one is what? Creating and managing topology. Creating and managing topology. Better we'll handle this one in tomorrow's class. Okay, try to do today how to run the RCU and how to do the source and target database setup. Okay, and also yesterday we did the manual one, right? That also try to practice it. At this point of time, you have to concentrate more on the navigation part. Okay, thank you. Tomorrow we'll meet. And as for my guidelines, you should not leave here. You should be in the lab. I will come to you people at the rate of 9 o'clock. Till that point of time, you should be in the lab only. Don't leave the lab. Okay, right. After my other class, I'll come to the lab. Thank you.